Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. Now today I want to talk a little bit about something that kind of depresses me and is kind of irritating. I wanted to talk nicely about it, but turns out I'm going to give a bad review now. I'm going to want to talk about the Steam Deck Oled. I recently bought one about a month and a half ago, and I got the best one, the 1 terabyte, everything, the whole works, the big one. So I could have as many games as I want on there, and then you can get the little memory card. I got a terabyte memory card, so I have 2 terabytes with this thing overall, you know? And I'm just thinking, well, this will be great. And I could just play my games, you know, my PC games from Steam on the go, or I can hook it up to my TV as Steam allows, since they have a little mount where you can set it in and connect it to your TV. Well, I did everything right. I even bought the mount from them for the TV, so they can't say that it was some third party that messed it up or whatever. Well, when I first got the thing, it worked for like a couple days, and then I had to have it plugged in to have the screen work, which is insanity. I mean, as soon as you unplugged it, then the screen went black and it was basically no power, nothing. So it's probably like a battery issue. So yeah, anyway, I talked back and forth with them. They told me to go through and try all these different little weird button switch checks and all these different things and go through all these different things. And then eventually they just told me to send it back in because nothing was working. Nothing was working out. So I took the screen protector off and that I bought for the thing and basically wasted that. And then I decided that I had, because that's what they require, and then I sent it back to their address or whatever, free of charge, of course, but you know, it just sucks that you pay all this money and what do you get for it? So fast forward, the thing comes back after they fixed whatever, and they give like a little list or whatever in the box saying they changed the battery, they did some updates to the software and a couple of other things, whatever. Okay, so good. So then I use it. It works great. I hook it up, use it. I use it on my TV, use it in my hand. Everything's great. I start downloading these games. It takes forever to download these games, by the way. I mean, you have to just wait for your Wi-Fi to download these big, giant games. Anyway, and then eventually I got like 5 games that I wanted to play on there. I'm cool. Everything's fine. And then tonight, after all the happiness that it was working again, then I decided to turn it on. It's hooked up. It's on the little, whatever, Steam Deck mount thing that goes to the TV. I don't know what that's called. Anyway, and it's supposed to basically work like a Nintendo Switch, where you could just put it in the thing and then you got it on the TV, or take it off the thing and then use it in your hand, you know? And it's like a console that you could take with you, which is a great idea. It's a genius thing, especially considering the graphics on this thing. It can handle those big, powerful games, which is very good. I give it props for all that stuff. But unfortunately, now that the screen is black again, I'll give you a little, I'll show you. Anyway, now that it looks like this, I hit the button. That's the sound. Nothing. Nothing. It's always doing this nothing. So that sucks. That's my Nintendo Switch. Or that's not my Nintendo. My Nintendo Switch actually works. I shouldn't have to worry, but I don't worry about that. That actually works good. I mean, that's not a problem. Unfortunately, the Steam Deck that I paid a whole lot more money for is the problem here. So, I don't know, I told them that in the email back, or the, you know, when I was messaging the people too. I'm like, what, you know, it's pretty pathetic that my Nintendo Switch is more reliable than your Steam Deck or whatever. It's insane. This is not good. So, I don't know if other people had this problem. I'm kind of throwing this out there because now I can't get this thing to turn on at all. And I'm sure that they're going to tell me to go through some of the buttons and do all the little tricks and all this stuff and then narrow it down to see if it's this, that, or the other thing again. And I'm going to waste so much time on this thing when I just want to play games on it. It should not be this hard. And I should not be having to send it back more than one time I mean, they should just, obviously I need a new one. Send me a new one. Steam, can you please send me a new, I know I'm a nobody YouTuber. But anyway, they need to just send me a new one because this thing is a pile of junk. It hasn't dropped on the floor. There's none of that. It's never been even touched, harmed. It's so brand new right now. It's just still shiny and clean and nothing wrong with it. It's insane that I have to go through all of this work just to try to play my Steam games that I already own. Now, I could go play them on my PC, but the point of the Steam Deck is to be able to take your games with you and then put it on the little mount and have it on your TV. Because that's the reason why I got it, because I could take it from my living room into my bedroom and just have it go right from TV to TV in the house, and I could just chill out. Yes, I could play it in my bed without the TV, but it's also nice to play with a controller on your TV, because you could do that. Well, what's the deal? So anyway, that just really bothered me, and I felt like I needed to make a video about that because I've just never dealt with a console that's this expensive having this many issues. I just can't figure out how I could. I mean, this thing costs more than the Xbox One X or whatever they call it now. Anyway, it's insane. And if I'm going to be paying that kind of money, it better work. That's all I require. I mean, it just needs to do what it's supposed to do. And if it can't even do that, it's basically right now a paperweight. And it keeps becoming a paperweight. It'll work, like when I got it back, it worked for a little while, and then it became a paperweight. When I first got it, it worked for a little while, and then it became a paperweight. And I can't be doing this with an $800 system. This is not a good business venture for them, as far as I'm concerned, if this is what the Steam Deck is like. I just feel like I got a bad one, obviously, because I don't hear anybody else talking like this, but I just can't believe I'm actually having this much issues with a Steam Deck that I just assumed that they were pretty good, considering that everybody talks highly of them, but I get the one that's bad. Apparently they drop-kicked it or something. I don't know what happened to this one, but it really I need to get a replacement. And Steam really needs to replace this thing because this thing is not that old. And they've already had it, they've already had to work on it once. Now they have a history now with this thing, and now they got to work on it again. So my ranting and complaining is enough. I mean, usually I like to talk about things I like on this, which I do like the Steam Deck when it's working. So anyway, I just figured I would talk about that and see if anyone else has had this problem since they got a Steam Deck or whatever. And it's the Steam Deck Oled, so it's not the older one. It's the brand new one with the everything. I mean, this is the high-end one with the terabyte or whatever of memory and all this extra stuff. It's awesome when it works. So hopefully I can get this thing resolved quickly and it'll never have this problem ever again. Because this is absolutely not good. This is the worst for a business model, to have a pile of garbage that they send you and then they have to get it fixed again. This reminds me of the red ring of death with the Xbox 360. That's what this reminds me of. So anyway, I just figured I would come on here and just kind of rant, I guess, about that because I can't believe that I paid for a big paperweight. I can't believe how much I paid for a paperweight. So anyway, tell me what you think about this. Maybe you have some answers or some fixes or something that maybe that they don't tell me about, or maybe there's something wrong with the system that I don't know about that other people are having and the company's not going to obviously tell you. So just tell me about that in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.